Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest video guide. You will be able to find this and all my other Conquest guides on my SWGOH Life website. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in the description below. In this one I'm here in Sector 1 and I'll be showing you the teams that I used to defeat both mini boss and final boss battle. You're obviously doing some of the sector and global feats at the same time. So let's just first kick off by showing you the data discs that I have equipped for mini boss. I didn't get any meaningful data discs yet up to mini boss here, so I didn't really have anything equipped at this point, so you don't really need them. As you'll see, enemy, they're very slow, so you know, no issues here. Now in terms of the team, is the same one as we had I think in previous Conquest runs with Darth Vader lead. Some sort of mishmash team here with what and stuff. I don't know what CG was thinking. It's an interesting team, but you know, they don't really pose a lot of threat. In terms of feats, you have to win with Kylo and Musk surviving, and then we Hokey Religions without using Jedi, Sith, and Aligned Force users, so very straightforward there. In terms of the modifiers, they get Grim Machinations modifiers, so whenever Sith ally is defeated, then the remaining one they get some extra stat boost and stuff, but we'll be running Terminator train more or less on these guys. They won't be able to do a whole lot. So let's first get Kylo unmask here out of the way. Just use troopers, because troopers, you know, once they get going, they'll keep going. Using here actually Dark Trooper. He's a droid, so we can get some droid kills along the way as well. And then Veers, he's got an AoE ability block actually, so you can get some ability blocks as well. Obviously, then we got tank tech over on Night Sister. So we had to take her down. Going after Darth Sidious next because he's getting bonus turn meter anytime we defeat allies, so he doesn't get a turn. There you go, punching my way through enemies one at a time. Dark Trooper getting nice droid kills. Hey, might as well take out what's on board, don't let him escape, get an extra kill with your droids, right? There we go, punch Wampa. Oh man, troopers are so much fun. Kylo didn't do really anything, to be honest. I don't think he even got a turn, but you know, we had to do that Kylo feat, so there we go. And now we got Hokey Religions. Like John Grievous is always one of the top teams for these Hokey Religions feats, and anyway we have to do here droid kills. And I didn't bring in B2 and Magna Guard just to do another no tank battle as well for the Sector 1 feat. Again, I have to do with Ninth Sister first. Let's go ahead, hopefully get some ability blocks there. There we go, perfect. Let's do an AoE, all those target locks now feeding turn meter to our separatist droids allies. There we go, got Ninth Sister down. Here Sidious was a little bit annoying, constantly gaining bonus turn meter, but I just decided to first, you know, take out the bigger threat like Nihilus and Vader. And I did get now anyway their days on Sidious, because I think was it BB-8 counterattack twice to his AoE and landed a daze. Let's go ahead, do an AoE now. Okay, Wampa goes down. Again, don't let Watamber escape. Get an extra droid kill for yourself here. Do yourself a favor. Alright, let's get Sidious finally down, and there we go. That's how I completed very quickly and easily without any data discs whatsoever both feats on the mini boss battle. So let's now hop over to the final boss. So here I did have some data discs now already equipped that were, you know, kind of okay, couple of gray ones, but doesn't matter. So I got Stacking Fervor, Amplify Agony, and as well a Ruthless Swiftness. So it's an okay, I guess, data disc selection here at this point. So we are fighting Crosshair. I guess that's the same Crosshair that we're fighting in territory battles. He doesn't do a whole lot, to be honest, but the modifier actually it's quite annoying, which I'll show later. The feats you have to win with Ben Solo surviving, so this is now already in Sector 1, kind of a Conquest unit feat. So if you don't have Ben Solo, you will miss out on free key cards in this one. And then again, Hokey Religions, same as before. So now the modifier is quite an interesting one. So if the allied leader would be defeated, a random ally defeated instead, and the leader gains 100% health and turn meters. So essentially, you have to defeat his allies first before you finish off Crosshair. And then whenever an ally takes damage, all allies gain protection up for 2 turns. And this is the reason why, as you will see, for the Hokey Religions I had to bring in B2 with my Grievous, so just I could put buff immunity, because otherwise these guys are just too tanky. And then whenever the allied leader takes damage, all allies gain 12% turn meter. So basically you just want to stay off Crosshair, defeat his allies first, and then finish him off last. So I'm just gonna go ahead here and do Ray Jedi training with the droids, because Ben Solo, he also has some synergies with Ray Jedi training, not just with Galactic Legend Ray, so might as well run her, and with her free resistance droids, and you know, you can get your turn meter training rolling here. So as you can see, you know, they did get a jump start on them, so it looks like they were very fast. So it's also true my stamina wasn't full at this point anymore. I guess we want to finish off the Death Troopers first, because they've got, you know, the days cooldown increases, terminate ability and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead, finish off Death Trooper number 1. So this light ability here is AoE, so just targeted the other Death Trooper, and the other one was just defeated by the AoE anyways. Let's go ahead, finish up this Death Trooper as well. As you can see, Crosshair doesn't really do a whole lot of damage, it seems. I'm going after Stormtrooper Commander next. Let's go ahead, push back some turn meter to Crosshair. Maybe get a stun? Nah, of course not. Alright, let's get some assists now. 1, 2, 3, almost got him. Okay, so here I'm like, you know what, let's try and time it so that the droids get the kills. That's why here I didn't wiggle with BB-8. I used his basic to finish off Stormtrooper Commander. Now let's go ahead actually and go after Tarkin here. Get a mass assist as well, do a basic. Again, just kind of trying to time now hits that the droids are doing the defeating. Okay, let's get exposed there. Nope, let's stay away from Tarkin. Let one of the droids finish him off. There we go, let's go ahead and burn these guys. Perfect. Push back some turn meter. You know what, I'm just doing the basic again, just trying to make sure the droids are the one that they defeat the enemies. There we go, nicely done there as well. Another BB-8 kill there. So let's move on now on to the Hokey Religions feat, again using General Grievous, but as mentioned before, ideally I wanted to do the no tanks General Grievous variant, but because of constant protection up when these guys are getting hit, I was literally doing no damage with, like, you know, proper amplifier agonist setup yet here in Sector 1. So I had to just settle for using tanks, but at least, you know, you get it done. And you know, you can then do an extra no tanks battle if you want on the Datacron node. Again, they're getting a jump start on us, but obviously B2 eventually does wake up. We can now perfect land buff immunity on everybody, so nobody's getting protection up. And now we can just, you know, do what General Grievous does, get the turn meter train rolling whenever we hit somebody with target locks. So you can just keep hitting those AoEs, so you hit as many targets as possible. I'm just gonna go ahead actually finish up Death Trooper number 1. There we go. Let's go ahead, just make sure you all the time target somebody with a target lock. Let's go ahead, blow up Stormtrooper Commander. Wasn't quite enough there, unfortunately. Getting some nice counterattack. Let's do another AoE here. Finish off Stormtrooper Commander. Let's see if we can get a target lock over on Death Trooper. Maybe get a stun on him. Perfect. There we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off Tarkin, and then we can finally go ahead and defeat Crosshair as well. Come on, Tarkin, come on, there we go. Alright, so who's gonna do it? There we go, perfect. So I had to use tanks, unfortunately, but at least we did get a few droid kills here along the way, as well as obviously completing the Hokey Religions feat on the final boss node. And that's it, guys, that's all for this video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful, just sharing you the teams that I used here for both mini boss and final boss nodes here in Sector 1. Hopefully I'll see you in Sector 2 video, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.